Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am making sweet potato pudding. This is the very first time that I'm trying this recipe. So I hope you guys like this video. The details of the recipe is in the description box below. So here I have 2 pounds of sweet potatoes and 8 ounces of yellow yam. I'm also adding half of a coconut. I will be grating each ingredient thoroughly. If you have a food processor, you can use that instead. Again, ensure that each ingredient is done to a refined texture. So I'm prepping my dry ingredients and I will be using a strainer to sieve the dry ingredients. So here I'm adding 2 cups of flour, 3/4 cups of refined cornmeal, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder or powdered ginger. I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. If you are a vegetarian, this recipe is also perfect. You can simply replace the salted butter that I'm using to a vegan butter, and you can also use an organic flour. I'm also adding half cup of dried raisins. You can add or remove this ingredient to suit your taste. Here I'm adding 2 cups of brown sugar. You can use any brown sugar of your choice. Just ensure that you adequately sieve the sugar to prevent the lumps of sugar in your pudding. So now it's time to add our liquid ingredients to the previously grated potato, yam, and coconut. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla, half teaspoon of rose water, 2 cups of coconut milk, and again I'm using the organic coconut milk, and I'm also adding 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Now I'm mixing the ingredients to ensure that the mixture is completely smooth. So far, the pudding is coming along well and the smell is amazing. I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe and I hope it turns out just as good. Now that my liquid ingredient is completely smooth, I'm gradually adding the dry ingredients, and I'm also using the cut and fold procedure to ensure that all the ingredients is adequately integrated. So now that I've combined all my ingredients together, I'm going to place it in an 8-inch baking pan, round baking pan, and I will be baking for 1 hour and 25 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Guys, ensure that your baking pan is completely clean and there is no extra residue lying on the sides or the edges of your baking pan. So before I place my pudding inside of the oven, I'm adding 1 cup of water to a Pyrex dish, and I'm placing a rack on top of that Pyrex dish. Then I'll add the pudding mixture on top of that rack and I'll place it inside of the oven. With this procedure, the pudding will remain moist and prevent it from drying out. So here I'm making a topping for my pudding. I'm using 4 ounces of coconut milk, and again I'm using the organic coconut milk. I'm also using 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 1 tablespoon of unsalted melted butter. So guys, it's been 1 hour and 25 minutes since my pudding has been in the oven. So you notice those cracks on the pudding, don't worry about that. As soon as I add the topping on the pudding and place it in the oven for another 2 to 3 minutes, the cracks will go away. So now that my pudding is complete, I will remove it from the oven and allow it to rest for 3 to 4 hours. In my case, it was nighttime, so I let it rest until the next day. Now that it's cool, it tastes amazing, soft texture. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and tune in to see what's cooking.